keep forgetting all you have is an SSD. Unless you have an external hooked up.
I have an SSD in a storage. Okay. Holy shit, come... That was terrible. We just lost a little bit of time on the fucking first menu. Because our fucking analog stick went apeshit.
GG. Have fun.
Not exactly the same route, because we don't have to pick up anything to power up. But yeah. The normal game. Like I said, I might not even cut 245 this time, because I just haven't played this game in so long. But we'll give it a shot. Also, I have no idea what the 245 encounter luck looked like, because encounter luck's a big thing, especially... Honestly, besides menuing and shit, encounter luck's probably the only thing that matters in this. There's like no execution in battles. I'm also going to be really sloppy on this first menu, because... it's going to have some extra stuff in it that I normally wouldn't be doing. Like that. So that was quite a bit slower, but it will pay dividends later. So I basically just maxed out my HEB, which will make me go much, much faster when I don't get an ambush. Don't know what you're talking about, Talik. Oh. Talik, they're probably new to streaming. Or they're not very tech savvy. I mean, I agree, like, you should keep an aspect ratio for a game, but... I mean, most of the guys that are doing that probably it's their first time streaming, or they're probably not going to be streaming long, so...
And then there's the people that don't care.
Basically, you're worrying way too much about this. Okay, equipped. Eve, below stage, rats. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have my condensed notes up, since I don't know what directions to hold nowadays either, but whatever. We'll work it out. You might say that this song is straight fire.
Blazing.
Man. Okay, let's see if my hands can hold out mashing 3.5 hours. I guess it's more like 3 hours. Gameplay. And I'm not going to be resetting, so... Please ambush. Nice. So that's another big part of RNG. Not only the hotspots I get, but if I get ambush or not to trigger. So for example, if ambush didn't trigger there, I don't know what my ATB looks like without it, but I probably would have lost at least 3 seconds.
Alright, I'm done with this game. Tired of its crap.
Sound upset.
Yeah, I'm tired of dying. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll probably just do some sewing. I haven't done that today.
It's cool. Gotta take what I said to heart. Need to do something slightly different so that you can increase your consistency. It'll help. Did you happen to catch what my clock rush was on that time? I assume it was probably like an 8:30 or something. Maybe Talik would know. Come on, ambush. Nice. We successfully got ambush. That's an angle that you have to have the analog to cut. Example. I was talking about angles you can't normally do. My fault. Wow. I lost like 4 seconds there. Say, second guessed myself what direction I needed to hold. 818. Wow. Surprising. I don't even remember when I did my Eve 2 split. This'll be a time gain, though. I assume I would have waited for, like, this. So I could be wrong. So for example, Talik, in the normal route, I would be going off to the back to get the tool in the chest. I would have gotten the gun in the previous screen, and sorry, not the tool. I would have gotten the gun in the previous stream and tried to have gotten the offenses out of the side passage. But because that's not even an issue at all, I can just fucking go over here and shoot some stuff. So there is a glitch that it can occur with the crocodile. I don't know how it works. But I know you can kill the crocodile, like, completely in this phase. So that he never transitions into his body phase. Probably should have pissed before doing this. That's okay, though.
I'm back.
Back in black! That was even a late split. So 2 minutes on the first fucking day. And that easily could have been like 3, maybe even 4. Probably 3.5 would.
Okay, now I'm really back. I lied.
Fucking shitter.
Oh yeah, Talik over here got sub 9 without shield dancing.
Yeah.
Like he needs to
It's
rub that in my
difficult,
face.
but yeah, you can do it. I don't know, I think it should be inspirational to you. I mean, you gotta understand, like, how much work Talik's put into the game. Just put in a lot of time.
I'm just shitting.
Honestly, he's probably put in more time than I have, if you're talking about, like, more recent stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been playing the game that much, like, he's pretty much been continuously playing it.
He does good work. He's credit to team.
That was completely suboptimal. But whatever.
Thinking I should probably stream this.
What? Practice?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll give Talik something interesting to watch rather than this. Holy shit, this is not
Oh
interesting.
boy. Live splits updating. See what happens this time.
Interesting. I didn't get a prompt yet.
I mean, to be fair, it actually hasn't given me any problems, but I know it has for some people.
I tend not to update until at least a couple weeks after the update, just in case it breaks something.
Yeah, Parasite's probably more interesting than most other RPG runs. I mean,
Eh,
unless you know the RPG that they're running.
I disagree only because I think the fights are more interesting because like you're never really you can die in fights in Parasite Eve. Like it's really hectic and it's kind of interesting because it's almost like bullet hell mechanics on some bosses. But it's a very cut and dry game around those fights. Like it's a lot of talking, a lot of just running from place to place. And I mentioned that in my GDQ submission. I was like, there is admittedly a lot of talking inside of the run, but when you get into boss fights that are like bullet hell segments, pretty intense. Like when when Dream Bomb would run it, I would usually watch like certain bosses and then kind of just lurk until the next boss came up.
Aki brings up a good point. Ain't no kid seen a shower scene like PE2.
That's an angle you can't cut on the D-pad, right? I try to point them out because, like, there's absolutely no way these are going to make or break the run. But, like, you know, I think all of the strats together maybe save 12 seconds. But the thing is you need to be able to swap between analog and D-pad, or else it just doesn't work. Wow. Ran into a bench there. On the upside, you can't lose runs to chest RNG. So I'm just gonna have to hold my bladder until near the end of day 2. There's the carriage crashing scene. Daniel driving at 400 miles per hour. Quickly approaching the speed of light, because light doesn't do that when you drive the speed limit.
You only have to reach 80, Marty.
80 Martys per second. So I can hold off on this menu, because I don't need to throw away the mod permit or tune up anything because I put it away. So hobby exit. I remember this being one of the harder menus in the game to do correctly. But I don't need to do it now, so that's nice. Oh man, making a salad? That's a new one. I haven't heard that before. But salads are pretty nice sometimes.
Salads exist?
I put salad in the same category as apple. My best friend Mike used to say, like, you never feel like having an apple. But then you're, like, eating the apple and you're like, man, this is good.
This is actually true.
Kind of the same way with a salad.
Let's see if air slashing is a thing I can do today. Probably not.
So I kept giving you, like, little hints based on your PB or whatever.
Yeah.
I always ask, like, other people and stuff. I might as well ask people that I actually know. Anything that I might be able to give you advice on? Any rooms that are giving you trouble in particular, or... I assume
I think
not.
you more or less covered it. Like, if anything comes up, I'll let you know, but right now it's mostly just I have to actually go and do the things.
The things and the stuff. Oh wow, that sucked. But my ATV is really fast, so ambush isn't a deal breaker, I guess. It's just nice. We still need to go into this place because we can see from here. I'm actually not sure what's faster here. Staying on the upper path or going towards the...
Oh, I might actually be able to
Actually,
air slash
we're gonna go the upper path. I think this is a faster route. As long as we don't...
get that timing down.
Sorry. As long as we don't get this battle in the next screen, I think this is faster. We did. Damn it. Okay. So that is slower. It's unfortunate. Might not even be slower, honestly, because we still have to load 2 screens in order to get near the tool. It still might be faster, but I'm not sure.
I don't even know why I'm practicing the prologue so much. This is only like a, what, 2-second time save?
Which version of the prologue?
Doing the air slash as on your way down to the urn.
I would do that, just because that's an easy change. But as far as, like, doing, you know, the start where you slide and then super jump and then air slash twice, like, that's not much of a time save. But I would try to hit that air slash.
I'm starting to get it, but...
Honestly, once you get it, like, once you've done it 50 or so times, you'll get it. It's just getting used to that delay because of how long the loading is on PlayStation to drop down.
Well, it's not just that, it's sometimes the air slashing at all is odd. Even though I only have to focus on doing the one input.
Well, if you're missing it with the air slash, it's because you aren't letting go of your inputs when you slide off.
No, it's not that. It's getting the air slash at all sometimes is a bit tricky.
Oh.
It's not extremely difficult. I just need to grind this out. Or we can turn all around as soon as we slide off the edge somehow. Sometimes I'm doing it too early too.
If you do it too early, then it's not that big of a deal because you can just fall and whip and still hit the urn. What I mean?
Is that still just as fast, or?
No, it's not going to be as fast, but it'll be, you know... At that point, you're trying to recover from a mistake.
Yeah.
And I'd say it's pretty decent. Because the air slash will put you in the horizontal position you need to be in. At that point, it's just about making sure you get that little extra bit from the missed time.
So where am I getting the 41st heart from?
Sliding into Drax Chamber.
Okay, so I just do normal slides and don't vault?
Yeah, what I do, I think I do 2 slides and it runs me into the candle, but you might want to experiment.
I do 3 slides. Works for me.
Yeah, my movement's really sloppy this run. Well, I got hit by something when it was dying, like it was fading away. Good. It's a pretty good game. It's a nice joke. You're a funny guy.
Real funny guy game. Real funny.
You funny guy game. Come around, making the kids smoke the reefer. Oh man, look at this guy. He's going off. It's basically the best. Dude, you almost did it. Dude, you almost got it. Oh, damn, you didn't get the full page. Dude, you should make a new account and try to get that full page. I think you can do it.
I think you're ruining my practice, Turbo. I think you're a bad influence.
Dude, I gotta give encouragement to the complete shitters. I mean, if I don't do it, then, like, how are they ever gonna cope with, like, having to blow their dad every night? Like, I'm gonna spam a racist slur in this guy's chat. It's gonna be Talols. Oh, I wish they didn't kick me out of my dad's wake for masturbating. Alright, so I'm gonna kill her, and then I'm gonna go run to the bathroom, try to take a piss. Before this is all over. Nice. Managed to shoot her.
Also, hey, Talek.
Oh man, washing hands, skip, completed, minimal time loss. See, the real key to the washing...
+1 bacteria stat.
See, the thing is, the real strat is you have to have the precision during the execution of the piss strat. If you get that, then it's all downhill from there. I mean, you got it. those arm cramps. Dashing. Everybody say hello to Franker Z.
Frank Doge.
So we got pharmacy, gun shop. So we just have to walk into the gun shop. And Aida, being a sweet black mage, casting fire. The water magics of the police officers have no effect. As Maeda does his sweet anime character adjust the glasses thing.
Killing my practice turbo.
What's up?
Killing me here, man. Killing me.
Stop sucking. That's the goal.
Good advice. Try it. It looks like if you time it right, you can do a vault into the second candle.
You can do that. There's actually a visual cue in the background for that.
Yeah, that's...
But I stopped doing it because the slide to the run was just safer, and it was almost the exact same timing. It was like, eh.
Well, that's basically what I had been doing before, was I was vaulting into it, I think. And sometimes I would pick up the first heart.
As another point of order, have you recently looked at other ways to shield dash?
Not really.
Or like maybe refining the technique that you have?
I mean, I could do like a two-finger. It wouldn't be too hard for me to get a grip that does that.
Have you looked at my shield dashing compendium?
Yeah, I've seen it. So like...
Okay. I figured I'd mention it. Just yeah, that was the point. Yeah. I just figured I'd mention it just in case maybe something. Because I think the knuckle on the side of the controller could help a lot of people, depending on just how you mash.
My current shield dashing talic is just the thumb. So I have like the tip of my thumb on the triangle and like
Satoriu?
The knuckle on I guess it's time for crotch cam.
The Satoriu method?
Think so.
Oh, probably. What most people do.
How does this work? So, there we go. Yeah. Back like this. So something like this. Yeah.
Man, are we
7 minutes? My hand's just a blur because this camera's got an amazing refresh rate.
Let's get a PlayStation 2 camera.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Not kidding either. Apparently the PlayStation 2 webcams that they came out with are 60 frames per second. is crazy.
Dang.
They're pretty cheap.
Well, I mean, like, I got this for like $5 at a thrift store, so I can't complain.
Might want to look into it for the webcam. I've heard you can get them for like $20, maybe. They're, you know, they aren't great quality, but if I ever got a web or a hand cam, that's probably what I would get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need a hand cam for much. The only thing I'd really
Just a better
use
quality
it for,
webcam, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I dedicate a hand cam to is maybe Soten, and if I do like a, if I ever decide to go back to Dark Souls with a SNES controller, because we all need more of that.
It might be the PSI, Alec. I don't know for sure. I remember quite some time ago, both Carcinogen and, what's his name, Trihex were talking about it.
The PSI for the PS2. But I don't use keyboard, Talik. Seriously, though, can
Keyboard's pretty good.
do
I still have yet to find a mechanical keyboard that that's a reasonable price for me, Talik, by the way, to replace my one. Like, I found some really, really good ones with all the stuff that I want, but they're still at too high a price point, unfortunately.
I know what you meant, Talik. I'm just being a turd.
Actually,
I actually got
wow.
What method do you use? Because it's been a while since I saw the video.
Who, Talik or me?
You. Sure, both.
I use two different methods. It depends what I need. For control, I use a just thumb method, like not even using my forearm. For extended shield dashing and my normal shield dash, I do a two-handed method using two thumbs. And, rocking the controller back and forth. Try sending me a link on, like, Twitter or something, Talik, to the keyboard. Because I'd be very interested in it.
Oh, I can't
like,
shield dash as Richter.
I've found some very, very nice things. Like I said, I found some nice keyboards. It's just everything's over $100. I think the cheapest I was able to get was like a 120, and then I'd have to pay shipping also. The other thing too is I'm reluctant to spend that much because I'm not sure what type of keys I want. If I want the browns, blues, reds, or clears. Because I've never had a mechanical keyboard like that before. I've always had like the membranes or like the plastic domes, or the rubber domes, I should. I need at least 6 key rollover, I figure. Not including function keys. But I would like N key rollover. Just do whatever the fuck I want on it. Would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is such a stupid idea. I put a lot of rum in that bottle.
Oh
but
boy.
something's got to make this run. Something's got to make this run interesting. With how this is going so far, I could probably vomit and still break world record. I could pull a comrade control and vomit while moaning the Simon's theme into the trash can and still do it. I mean, I know he couldn't really highlight it on Twitch, but I really wish he would have, and then transported it to YouTube or something, because that was fucking Hilarious. I mean, it was hilarious, but I was kind of concerned for him. Because he did drink a lot. What's up, Smexy? Also, haven't seen you for a while. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully everyone is doing well in my chat, wherever you are at, day or night. Just getting the last few hours of this 24-hour stream out of the way.
Alright, so punching the book is not as turd-like anymore.
You know what I would do too? If you do decide to change your shield dashing, Alucard, I would say play the game casually and just do that. You know what I mean? When I switched to two-handed, and even when I played the game at the very beginning, when I was doing the Satoriu method, I just played the game casually and worked off of that. You know what I mean? That way you're not so worried about like, oh, I'm losing time because I'm doing this bullshit. You're just playing the game.
Yep.
And if you find it works out by the end, like, you know, you're playing the game for like an hour or something, if you find that there might be some potential, then try it more. If there isn't, then, well, you can always drop it. That way you aren't getting frustrated. Why are you not a mod? Because. And I do appreciate the support and hosting. That's why I do pay attention to you in chat, Causeless. I really should. Part of that also is recently I'm like kind of capped out on mods, I think. I have people in my real life that I have as mods that barely come on Twitch. So they're not even really mods. It's more I put them on there so that I can see what they're saying. Because if they're saying something to me on here, it probably means they're like, hey, we need to do something, or did you want to go out tonight? So that's why they're here. But as for base mods, I have a fair amount. And honestly, Nightbot takes care of a lot of modding problems. You use the thumb control method. That's good. The only thing I don't like about my thumb control method is obviously I can get very tired from it because all I'm using is my thumb. But I only use it a little bit, so... Like, during that conservative attempt, I was doing a combination of Satoriu. Like, very, very lax Satoriu mashing and my control method.
If you notice that you won't be able to reach with the second miss, do a Mistral
Oh
first.
Man, we almost got the skip. So there's a very, very slight skip there, where if you go ahead and mash... It's either if you mash hard enough or some RNG factor, I don't know what it is, but you can keep the doctor from turning off the computer. So while he still turned off the computer, Daniel didn't fully turn towards him, so we actually saved a little bit of time. Sorry, go ahead.
Nice. No, Talik was just telling me that I can Mist Wolf if I know that a second mist isn't gonna make it.
Yeah. If you have any question, just Mist Wolf. And if you're still questionable after you do that first Mist Wolf, just go ahead and damage boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the second set of books at the bottom comes up by then, and I can just use them to recover.
Or you could learn, I mean, I keep saying it. I tell everybody this because I'm super serious. I believe in this strat. If you can learn the punch strat, it is so good. It is so good. Potion strat's really good also, but again, like, I just figure between not having to menu and I have yet to see the punch strat fail as long as you execute it correctly. You could presumably fail it if you crit, but I haven't seen that once, and I've seen probably over 150 attempts with it between Disqual and Ben. Come back, Ben, we miss you!
Pretty good.
Ben, please come back, we miss you. And Disqual. Definitely Disqual too. I would like to see Disqual stream more.
I would like to see any serious Soten runner come back.
Well, I mean, Dragon Blitz does play. Maybe not like every day, but he plays, you know, like 2-3 times a week. And Matako plays pretty consistently as well, and I would call him pretty...
Yeah. I actually haven't seen Dragon Blitz on recently, so it might be my fault. And I know Matako's been on, but whenever I catch him, it's always been Final Fantasy VII. Mostly because that's a longer run, but...
To me, I really hope Mataka stays on FF7, and I don't mean that in a negative way. But he...
No, I get it.
I think it's pretty obvious that's the game he cares about. And I don't know what his goal is now that he's gotten under a sub-8. He's even under a 750, I believe. But, yeah, like, I don't know. I hope he gets... Because he puts a lot of time into... He puts a lot of time into that game, let alone into Soten. So I'd hate to see, like, Soten take away from his ability to play that game. That being said, I think he does Soten kind of as a side project when he knows he doesn't have 8 hours or whatever to make a Final Fantasy run happen.
Yeah, FF7's pretty long.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's doing that, Talik. Oh, fuck. That's a nice 6-second time loss. Maybe even more.
So far, punch strats have been much more reliable than my original strat.
Like I said, the worst thing that happens is you double punch. Well, sorry, the worst thing on a reasonable thing. You could always crit, but fucking, you know, chances of that are extremely
The worst
low.
thing is critting, but even if you double punch, you can, as long as you hear it, you can still just jump up right there and try to go for it. How much slower do you think the punch strat would be anyway?
2 or 3 seconds. Not much at all. Like, you're losing time because of the wolf's ability to jump up, you know? Like, jump up the stairs.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about just effectiveness and being able to get up there, I think it's worth it. Especially when you're talking about, like, race strats. I think punch strat is the best race strat. Flat out.
Yeah. Well, considering this is post-clock rest anyway, might as well use it.
The reason I really, really like it for races as well is because you aren't wasting any mana until, you know, you're committed.
Alright.
If you're doing any other strat, you have to waste at least some mana getting yourself into position. So what did I need to cut to 45? I need to cut 22 minutes. We're already 7 minutes up. About to be a couple minutes more, I think. Shiva's gonna die, like, super fast.
Yeah, not a fan of daylight savings time, Talik.
And I know I was talking to Alucard a lot, but Houseless, if you actually need help with anything as well, I figure you know as well, but you know, if you need assistance kind of working out a strategy or whatever, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. Like, that's... It sounds shitty because it's gonna sound like, oh, he's just drunk, he's just talking about this stuff, but, like... Honestly, one of the biggest things that kind of bothers me when I get on Twitch is the fact that I don't make sure I keep up with the Soten crew as much as I used to, but it's just a matter of how much is really gonna change, you know what I mean? And the people who need me, if they need my advice or whatever, can get a hold of me. But that does weigh on my mind, like I do pay attention to what you guys are doing, and I try to catch as much as I can, but really that's not a lot.
Not recently, it hasn't. I honestly think I'd be happy if I was able to cut 20 or
I think you can do it, it's just
20.
a matter of, you know, you gotta put in the time.
Maybe just get close, I don't know.
Dude, if you put in the time, it will happen.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? Like...
I'm just not as dedicated as I...
And it's not even like,
don't
think of it like an insane amount of time either. It's just, you have to keep at it, and you gotta be working on the things that you know you need work on. That's all it really comes down to. That's all it's ever really came down to.
Yeah,
like, I think there are things that...
starting to get ready to...
This is gonna sound really, really shitty also, but there are things that I know I can improve on. But when it comes down to it, I'm kind of hitting that point where it is kind of about natural talent or natural ability of the game, I think. Like, I still think there is time for me to save in the route, but am I ever gonna hit, like, that world record level? Probably. I want to say probably not, but I push for it as much as I can. Because with the current state of the game, I really like, it used to be, man, I really want to get under a sub 18 because that's kind of what the gold standard is. It's kind of getting to the point where the gold standard is no longer sub 18. Now it's it's getting to sub 17, at least 1730. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really discouraging, but... God damn it, Talik, you always disagree with that, but guess what? You ain't fucking up there! Everybody can... Okay, here's the thing. Everybody can get better with practice. I am a strong believer, ever since picking up combat sports, that everybody can get better with practice. The question is do you have enough time to ever be able to compete with the natural ability of some people? And I'm not sure that that is possible. Like, yes, if I had an infinite amount of time, I might be able to wing smash as well as Ben. But will I ever realistically be able to do that? Especially with all the things that happen around speedrunning. Not just, you know, actually playing the game, but work, everything else, fatigue, human limitations. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Don't take that to mean that I'm flippant about it. Ah, fuck. Of course. Don't take that to mean that I'm flippant about it. It's just, I understand that that shit's hard, for lack of a better term. Like, and some people are very much more prone to picking it up.
Why can't I air slash anymore? I was doing it
Video games.
just fine.
Because of video games.
Because this controller is a piece of crap. Piece of crap controller.
This game's a bunch of dookie rolling in a shit sandwich. Come on, game designers, get it together.
Take that back. Send Tom Hewlett after you.
I definitely agree with what you just said, Talik. I do think that some people do it with the wrong mentality. I don't always view it with the positive mentality, I think. And what I mean by that is you should approach speedrunning as you're trying to get better. Because, guess what? If you're world record, the only person you're bopping is yourself. And that's the only way that you should view speedrunning, is you are trying to get better at the game. If you're gonna sit there, especially when you're first playing the game, and expect to get world record, you have extremely the wrong mentality. You will never reach that point. But you have to believe you can do it. From every indication of people that I know from competitive avenues, like, you have to believe that you can do something in order for it to be possible. But in the end, you have to compete with yourself.
I kind of view the leaderboards as like a goal for myself to achieve a certain point.
Honestly, I view them as... It's odd. Like, I guess I view them as a way to see what's kind of changed or how people approach different things. But, that being said, I also approach the leaderboards kind of in a different way now. Like, because I'm so kind of embroiled in the community now, I don't know. It's kind of... I hesitate to say friends, but it's almost like watching friends, you know, improve their time or whatever. Or
Sure.
seeing what friends are doing. Almost like a Facebook in a way. As silly as it sounds.
Our niche social media.
Yep.
I mean, I guess for me, it's mostly just like something to compare against.
That's very possible, Houseless. If you put on enough work, you can beat my emu times. Like, I obviously have gotten better since I originally ran emulator. But I put in an emulator run and, you know, I spent a couple days on it. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours. So it's not like a terrible time. It may not be the best time in the world, but it is very beatable. And I would say it's a pretty good time as far as emulator is concerned.
What was your emu time?
I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe somebody will post it in the chat so I can tell you. Oh man, we skipped a battle.
I think it was like sub 20 at least, wasn't it?
Right. It's like, I want to say it's a 1920 something, maybe. I could be wrong.
That's about right.
I really need to borrow a Soden disc so I could do a PlayStation 2 run. 1949, Talik says. And I do know that that had suboptimal strats and some pretty, I don't want to say gruesome mistakes, but some pretty definite mistakes.
I think I'm using Saw's time as my current comparison.
Saws?
Last I knew, he was like
Saws.
5th place emu. I gotta go find this guy. He's on the leaderboard.
I don't recall his name. I probably would know if I saw his actual name.
It's like Sauce, but with a Z.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Sauce. He's got a 2035.
I'll be honest with you, Alucard, like, sub 21 MU is pretty good. It's respectable. Like, if I saw somebody with a sub 21 emulator time, I would not, like, think bad of them. I would think they just maybe, like, need to work on their strats or just slightly adjust them. Because I had to work really hard to get sub 21. Obviously, the strats that I was using weren't where they were at today, but immediately when I got my Xbox, I got a sub 20 after that. I missed the fuse box split. Rip timing. How will I ever compete? Oh man, we got the gauntlet. Question is, will I beat the gauntlet? Or will I get all 3 encounters? If I get all 3 encounters, that's pretty bad. Let's see.
I mean, even with my current time, I'm like 8th place in the emulators, I think.
I mean, I've mentioned it before, Talik. If I had the ability to have some, like, extra income, I would have absolutely no problem getting you and Disqual some Xbox consoles, but obviously I don't have that ability. Now, you guys would have to get the Dazzles or whatever to capture it, but that's, you know, an $80 investment maybe. But as much work as you and Disqual put into the game, and how well your minds work thinking up strategies for the game, I would really like to see it.
Alright, we can air slash again. Maybe.
I don't know, maybe I'll have a Talik and Disqualathon or something.
We'll all put forth our speed games. And I'll have to get good at all relics because that's the only thing I have going for me.
I've been looking into RTMP server stuff. Oh my god, did we just get all 3 skips?
Noise.
So that's really big. In the normal game, that would be like a 2.5 minute time save total. In this, probably significantly less, but it's still probably like 30 seconds or something. That's really nice.
Kicking. I think I keep trying to do the air slash too early. I try to rush the inputs, which is not a good idea.
Yeah. Game doesn't like it. Shit. Please? Game? There we go. I was an idiot and was pressing the wrong button.
Okay, so I just
It's a
have
little
to
song I
focus
wrote.
on this,
Do you like it?
like I do with It's Amazing Turbo.
Yeah, you better fucking like it.
And make
Or
it
else
platinum.
nothing will happen. Oh fuck. That's right. I'm an idiot. I need to unlock the door first.
Shit's locked.
Shit's locked. They got it right in Parasite Eve. RPG emulating survival horror. They did what Sweet Home couldn't. What's up, Melba? Hopefully you're enjoying your day wherever you're at. That's correct, Houseless. Question is, why don't you say yes to everything? Please have enough space for these items. If I have enough space, this will be nice. Otherwise, this will suck.
It might just be that my D-pad wants to hit the back button in the middle of the input.
Shit. Please pick it up quickly. Nope, not gonna pick it up quickly. Shit. Would have been really nice. So we just lost like 12 seconds.
I'm trying to air slash on my way down from the secret room into that vase there. Like that below her. So I only need the one air slash. There we go.
That's cool, Melba. This is a new game plus normal ending. Normally I run new game.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's
I
a
don't
much
need to
more-
land. I'm just bad at game.
New game is a much more interesting run. It's just... I don't know. I was running out of time for stream, and I wanted to give this run a shot. See if I could get world record real quick.
Easy peasy.
And this thing's boring as shit, so I made myself a nice huge drink in a jug. So it may seem like I lost time there, but I actually didn't because... reason. Okay. Okay, good. Houseless, I wouldn't do this run. It's not very interesting. It's very boring.
But would you do this run blindfolded? With one hand?
No. Although you might be able to. Yeah, the world record for this, though, is basically Carcinogen doing a casual run of this category. I still might lose to it just because I'm not fully prepared for this run, and it's been months since I played it. But we'll see. That being said, the New Game Plus true ending run of this is actually pretty legit. I believe Puexel worked on it. The #1 spot is Carcinogen on the leaderboards, but I think Puexel actually has a better time, and it's pretty solid. The main improvements I would make to it, I think, are just better preparedness. Like, I think I'll make a better weapon selection than Puexel did, but I could be wrong. The problem is that when you're talking about New Game Plus, so much of this game... Okay, when you get to the highest echelon, hotspot luck, like getting into encounters or not, is a huge part of this game, and what encounters you get when you do get into encounters. Even more so with New Game Plus. Like, there's barely any execution in this game. It's just, what encounters did you get, and did you get them? And that's what's kind of frustrating. Control Alt What the Fuck was around for a while, actually. Not like a huge amount of time, but he was around a few months, and he did pretty well. He was showing promise. It's just, I guess he went off to do other things. I'd still follow him on Twitter. Him, her. I don't know, for sure. But he was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm jumping too high on the alchemy pillars.
And I talked to him a little bit, so... Not just some dude.
Especially on the Spittlebone climb. Since I definitely know what optimal jump looks like there. Richter, please.
I expect you to beat that time within the next week. 2045. If you don't, I won't be mad at you. Just disappointed.
I don't care if you're disappointed in me. You're not my real speed dad.
Oh shit, that's right. I don't need to go here. Fuck! Fuck! I didn't need to go here. Damn it. Alright. Alright.
Rip return. It's all over now.
It's actually a pretty big time loss, but that's okay. Alright. We did it. We're where we're supposed to be. Yeah, if I'm negative 14 ahead, this isn't RIP world record. It's ripped this category because it blows.
We bonked, boys. Okay.
Yeah, that's always pretty
Always good to be
shitty.
scrap.
Houseless when it's based on hardware. Okay. So I'm actually going to try a different route through the sewers here and hope that it pays off. So I'm going to potentially cut out an encounter by going this way instead of the other way. Okay, this encounter's normal. Normally I would hit one encounter anyway. Then I would normally hit this encounter. Actually, I shouldn't say normally, but this is a potential encounter that you can hit. And this is the worst encounter, but it doesn't matter in New Game Plus. In New Game, that would be a much worse encounter to get than the frog. Wasn't ammo? No, ammo was extremely plentiful in PE, and when you used ammo to kill things in PE, it would give you more ammo in order to compensate for it. Maybe PE2, but not Parasite E1.
Yeah, PE2 is a little bit more restrictive. There might have been a couple times when I was casually playing PE1 that I ran low on some types of ammo, but it wasn't.
There is no some type of ammo, it's all one type of ammo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which makes me think you didn't play it! Why didn't you play it? Why are you lying?
Oh man, he knows. Secret's out. I'm not a real speed gamer.
The split timer isn't even real! He's a phony! How to get world record in any speed game. Just make your timer slower. It's totally legit.
Play the VOD.
God, this fucking category sucks. Like, I think of all the, like, planning and strategy that you need in this game for certain parts, and it's just gone.
Not about shield dashing speed. Don't you know? Haven't you listened to Turbo at all?
Shield dashing speed isn't that much, but I will admit that shield dashing consistency is a thing. Like, you can't be fucking stuttering all the time, because that will lose you time. But as long as you're consistently shield dashing and not stopping, that can help quite a bit.
I mean, I don't do that much anymore, so... I mean, I don't know, I don't think I need to change methods yet. Like, I'd rather work on everything else first.
The main thing that I would say you need to work on is make sure you can get sub-9s, and then work on your bat mechanics. If you can get those two things, then you will get sub-20. Even missing the skips a couple times, you'll still get it.
Cool, we can do the thing now.
Thing is done. Congratulations. Oh man, I need to get ready for the disc swap.
Epic disc swapping action.
My fucking setup is not set up for disc swapping. Not at all. That was nice. Getting ambushed there actually helps quite a bit.
I'm kind of getting tired of overclocked radio and almost want to just go listen to Forge of Canada. I just don't know if I would get muted for that.
Okay. What? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Oh, wow. Yeah. My inventory was full. That sucks. I just lost like 10 seconds. Should be good. Please. Video game.
I've discovered that if I
so many of you.
go through the zombie hallway at the speed I normally go through it, the zombies usually only appear underneath candles or close to them.
That sounds like dangerous thinking.
Nah, it just gives me a frame of reference. Like, as long as my speed is...
Oh man, did we skip the fight here? Dude, we in there.
Turn is not ripped.
Okay, that should be good enough. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Museum? Museum. Shit. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay. Don't worry about it. The plot is not too necessary for Parasite Eve.
There's a plot?
Scorpion. Like, that could potentially be actually a pretty dangerous encounter, but because of how New Game Plus works. A lot of menuing, but we got rid of everything we needed to, so I think we're alright.
Bonked. Wow, that first jump, actually the second jump after death skip, is surprisingly difficult for some reason. Keep hitting the block above me. Just being a turd.
That pterodactyl.
Thought we were playing PE, not Silent Hill.
What? You mean Dino Crisis? Because those were Birdmen.
What, you mean
Actually, they were
Jurassic
kind of...
Park?
Actually, I guess they were pterodactyl guys.
Yeah.
Joke aboard.
Dracula's running around with 0 health. Look at this guy. Thinking he can break the rules.
jump down, Aya. We know that you are a trained stunt woman. Just break both of your shins on the way down. As long as you don't fall. Wow, I've been getting really good ambush luck, it seems like.
Music's really getting to me, actually. I need to find something else to listen to. I guess I can listen to my personal overclocked remix library. Little world. Probably gonna be full of Final Fantasy remixes though. My bad, my bad. Allow me to fix my pronunciation of Overclock Remix. It is OC Remix. Does that appease you? Are your ears no longer bleeding, my friend?
I ain't your friend, buddy. I ain't your buddy, pal.
Ain't your pal, sir.
Oh, a split, I guess? Question mark?
Just weird that I would properly pronounce something like that, Talik. Come on. Come on. Give me some credit here. I don't abbreviate everything.
Yeah, sorry, Houseless. That's just like a music glitch. I don't know how I can fix it. It has been pretty consistent, though, in Parasite runs that I've had.
Beat it until it gives you what you want.
Alright, so once I go into this next room, I have to make sure that I clear out my inventory.
When am I shaving the sides of my head? In time, friend. In time.
That should be enough. I need enough for 2 items here, and maybe, like, 1 more item, but I don't think so.
Then I too can be a cool bro. I too can be a person with no hair on the sides of my head.
It's not on the PSP, it's the capture itself, Houseless. When I capture through Amarek, for some reason it gives me that slowdown. It happens in SF Neo also. I don't know what causes it. I know Kiss My Afro card, K-Mac, has run into that problem as well. I know KK has run into that problem as well with Castlevania. It might just be game related, it might be some setting in the program, I don't know. Point is, it's not too important. If someone's gonna say my run isn't legit, then they can say as much as they want, because I know the truth, and their time sucks compared to mine. So. Like, if I need to webcam myself playing the game, I can do that. Still beat their time, because their time probably blows compared to mine.
Except he probably doesn't cheat in his time, Turbo.
Says the guy using emulator.
Emulator at 180 frames per second.
150,000 frames per second.
420 frames per second, don't you understand?
42,069 frames per second. So world record's incoming, as long as nothing stupid happens.
Sweet.
I've already gotten ahead of world record. By over 4 minutes.
Now you too can have world record in a category no one cares about. Oh man, Outer Wall 4 clip is getting more consistent.
Nice.
No, Drac, you can't have 0 HP. That's not how the game works.
Arsenigin's pretty good at the games he plays. He may not be like world record, like the best at any game he plays necessarily, but like he's a very good metric on like how good a person is at a game. Because while he might not be like the best at most of the games he plays, he still has a good time in them. Which is very respectable also, to be skilled in so many different types of games. Because, like, again, you gotta think of how many fucking games Carcinogen plays. Sure, most of them are survival horror of the same vein, or Capcom, but still. It's hard to play that many games and play them at a high caliber.
Am I doing this? Let's get back. Can't even get back.
Right, so first boss that's takes significantly more shots, I think. Okay. That is true as well. Another test I could do is to see if going to the 3rd floor of the museum is faster here. I have a feeling he went to this, or Dreambum went to the 2nd floor here to avoid as many Basils as possible. But going to the 3rd floor might be faster in a New Game Plus category. That being said, I don't know for sure, so...
Oh, I don't need to be up here. Oh man, we got some Roy Taka playing.
So, I'm guessing it'll probably be around a 235, maybe a 230... Actually, probably a 230 flat, I want to say, for what this is going to finish at. I'll be going AFK here in a moment. So I get to the 2nd cutscene here to go to the restroom. Finish up this game. Up this bottle too. Probably do that right now, actually. The Prager's. Prager Z.
Okay. Of course. Does that matter? Like, this backdashing plus against the door actually change where you are when you enter the loading room? Oh, there we go. I don't think I backdashed against the door when I got that. You're lying, Metallic. Nope.
I am
Cool.
back.
I can do this at the right time. Nope. Oh, sweet. Actually is more consistent. You can just do it right.
Just get good, as it were.
Yeah, I got like almost 3 times in a row.
Fuck! Fuck.
Uh-oh. Don't die, please. Okay, what happened? So I had a... So I started doing it with a hang grip. Just come on. Okay, cord. Bringing cord. There. Started doing it with like a...
Okay, we did it. We managed to clean up. We didn't
There we
die. Not drink, it was just a bottle of water I had with Talic. I would have been very, very angry if fucking a huge thing of juice just spilled down with alcohol in it. My fucking room smells like rum for like years.
Ew.
It was just water, so that was good. I was more concerned because it was close to my surge protector than anything else. So... Yo, the new mashing strats. Check them. Tiny mash.
Probably don't need this grip, but that's what I've been...
You just gotta slap it. Just gotta slap it. Just give it a little slappy. A little slap, slapperoo. Or you can give it the death grip. You know, that's another way you can mash. Or you can hit it,
yeah,
give it a little
with the
punch.
thumb, probably, but like... Maybe in that case it needs to... Can't see anymore.
Slap chop is the best at not being the best.
Nah, faster than that. Okay, so let's see. Coming up down here, how difficult is it to actually change grips? Not that hard. It doesn't seem like you would necessarily lose time. No? You can totally do that. Like, there's totally enough time to change grips during the door animation. If you don't get it, you can always not walk through the door, please.
As you can see, I really don't give a shit about this run.
Maybe I should just dedicate this as crotch cam.
Man, let's mash with the other hand now.
I can just get it. Be crotchier.
I think I'm gonna beat Eve here with my hands upside down because I can. So yeah, we're gonna do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Controller upside down. Because this isn't even a challenge thing at this point. It's just, you can do this.
World record confirmed. Confirmed full of crap. Alright, I'm done with that. Let's get back to the cool stuff, kids. Yeah.
Alright, so I gotta make sure that I press up and run towards for this section. By the way, this is actually a fight in like the normal game, but it's not in this one because it's a fucking joke. So yeah.
Save states on bad pixel, okay. Is this better, Talik? I'm doing it right now? Actually, it probably is on a bad pixel. I'm just bad at games.
Okay, so gotta make sure I run towards her at first. She's dead. So that's upside down Eve 2. That's the strat. Make sure that you guys know it for when you run this category. I use the term loosely. And that's the end of her. And that's how you do Eve. Upside down. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do Ultimate Being one-handed. So stay tuned for that. I guess let me pull down my shorts. And let me go ahead and give you guys a nice little crotch cam, I guess, for that. Let me make sure it's leveled up, okay? Looks like it's good.
Going for a Twitch ban.
If I had a soda to hold, I would do so.
Nah, it's gotta be pizza. What do you mean so high up? Oh, when I start the ring smashing? I'm a dork. It's mostly that. Also, I'm very bad at keeping myself level when I'm ring smashing. I found if you want to get to that little hole there, it's actually better to be higher than I think I need to be. I don't know. That's why we practice.
Why do we fall down, Master Bruce? So that we can learn to talk in a very raspy voice. Come on. There we go.
That's the other thing is like immediately at the base for the heart refresh or the heart backs up. So maybe I just need to transform sooner. Yeah, that's what it is, I think.
Okay. Doing a one-handed ultimate bean coming up here. Shoutouts to good old Half Coordinated for inspiring me to do such a run, and True False for his marvelous Castlevania 1 one-handed attempt. We'll go one-handed immediately when the fight starts. And presumably we'll do it through all 4 forms. But we'll see what happens on that.
Okay. Can we just skip, please?
Never. Impossible. Come on, drunk baby. Let's do this. You and me. Trying to start fights. Okay, let's turn on analog.
Yeah, I get that, Talik. I need to do enough to find out the proper way to do it, and then I need to grind out the proper way of doing it.
Okay, that's first one down. One-handed. Let's get the second one down.
Yeah, I get it. Just...
Okay, there's 1, 2. Whoop. Wait, one-handed. Gotta pick up the controller since I just knocked it down. Wouldn't be fair otherwise.
Make it exciting.
There is no making this run exciting, even one-handed.
I probably have seen your skips video. It's just I have a tendency to watch things and then never remember anything I might have learned from them. And then when I do need to learn whatever was in the video, I don't think to go look up the video.
Okay. So you'll notice that I can't use really haste here, but at the same time I think when I have 99 ATB, it's faster to not use haste.
So we're not gonna... So we're gonna practice bufferless here because I know Talik loves that.
It's probably going to be about 35 minutes ahead, I want to say here.
There we go. As far as I'm aware, it's a frame perfect trick.
My hand was actually in the wrong position. That's okay. Because this is video game and it's easy. And it's over now, so yeah.
GG.
Minus 35, so now I just gotta make sure I don't die to terrible stuff. Like me being bad. So we aren't going to be under 230, unfortunately. Boo-hoo. But we will be considerably faster than a normal run of this game.
We're not getting world Ricky.
Oh, we're... As long as I don't die here from something stupid, world record is completely assured.
That's what I like to hear.
And then we hold up. Go left, left. Hold up here. Go down. Go right. We're going to go down once we go down the ladder. Probably cut a corner there, honestly. Put on my analog stick. And now we just hold down for 3 screens, basically. Actually, that's not entirely true. We hold down for 1, and then we go down to down left for the second one, and then we go down to down right. So we could save a little bit of time here if we cut just the perfect angle. But that's not really necessary. And then here's the big change. You gotta remember that after those 3 screens, you have to hold left. And
oh man.
It's hard, I know. It's probably the hardest thing you've ever done.
Tell me I have to be pressing buttons for this.
And that's how fucking not cool Parasite Eve New Game Plus is for normal ending. The true ending is interesting, if not, it's kind of dull, but it's kind of interesting at the same time. Just because of a couple of skips. But it's not particularly threatening in any way. So, I guess you guys have to donate $220 for this new world record. To match up with
man,
the time.
he's got a point. Someone's generous enough to donate an extra 200 on top of that. We might have something here. Aw man, it's been so long since I've wing smashed. It actually kinda sucks. So bank this one of my save states. This save state. Where do I have? I have 10. Alright. What is it? What did I do? What did I do? How did I pause emulation? Please explain this to me, Talik. How to unpause. There we go. Biz talk naturally. Oh, my thumb! I don't know how I landed all those wing smashes, but I did.
Alright, I guess I should let Carcinogen know on Twitter that his time is beat.
I guess do this. Taking a break from Speedfest.
Oh, fuck! Fuck! No! How much time did I... whatever. I paused it for a little bit. It's okay, though. It's okay, it's still good. It's still good.
I'm not hitting all the inputs. That must be it.
Hello, DeBank. Don't get me wrong, this game's fucking fantastic, and the speedrun normal is pretty good. Especially if you like the game and you enjoy RPGs. It's just this category sucks. This category's boring as shit. But yeah, if you haven't played this game before and you enjoy RPGs but don't like 40-hour RPGs that take forever to do, this is definitely the game. Or if you want something a little different from your typical PSX RPG.
Hang on, tense.
But I will be back in a moment.
Don't want none of that carpal tunnel. I feel like if anything is going to give me carpal tunnel, it's going to be wing smashing. Yeah, I just don't like the feeling my fingers get when they get really tense when smashing. And I want it to stop. I really hate it when you put in that hesitation to make sure you focus on the inputs and you still don't get a wing smash. It's just the best.
Holy shit, that audio bug. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think I still want to do it, but I don't know if I can. If I ever got real world record in this game for the category I wanted to do karaoke for this song, but this song's really fucking hard to sing. Not only do I not know fucking Portuguese, but yeah, it's got a very weird rhythm to it when you're singing.
Yeah, PS3 D-pad is definitely not the optimal device to wing smash with.
Yeah, PS3 D-pad's fine. Honestly, it's more the problem of the game.
I like it more than the PS1 D-pad on the regular controller.
Honestly, the problem's more with the game itself than the D-pad. Like I said, one of the main reasons why I like using the analog stick for wing smashing on the 360 pad is it makes me go slower, and the game wants you to go slow. Yeah, it's like Portuguese, or like Portuguese, Spanish, and Italian together, Talic. It's really weird. Yeah, screw it. Let's just put all the bottle in there.
That'll be fun in the morning.
Does morning exist when you've world recorded? You would never know, because you don't have world record in anything. Not even in Trump Tower. Or that weird snail game.
Oh. No, I have it in that weird snail game.
Yeah,
Sailor
Jerry.
Jerry.
Sailor Jerry is about on par with Captain Morgan. They're basically the same.
As far as I'm aware, I am still world record holder of weird snail game.
You say that, but you don't know for sure.
Yeah, but I didn't have to be aware of that. So let me live on my dream, dang it.
Snail game was kind of cool. The Trump game, once I soft locked that fast, I was like, I don't think I want to play this game anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it looked nice at face value, but the minute that you soft lock within 50 seconds of the actual game, there's a problem.
Yeah, I liked the weird snow game overall better.
Kinda disappointed I didn't get sub 230, but that's okay. Let us see if Carcinogen said anything back. Probably not, because he's probably asleep, as all sane people would be.
Maybe I'm not following you because I didn't get anything. How dare I?
Cancel. No, I meant the, on Twitter. I sent a message to Carcinogen.
I didn't tweet it out, just gave a private
Said
message.
Parasite Eve New Game Plus normal world record achieved while drunk with Upside Down, Eve 4 and 5, and one-handed Ultimate Bean. Why is this a category again?
You gotta make up your own categories if you want a world record. That's how speed game works.
The video game. Thing is I was super prepared for the karaoke too. Like, I even have the strategy guide, which has the lyrics in the back for it, but it is a really hard song to sing. Especially for somebody that doesn't do that. Yeah.
It will never have I'm the Win level karaoke. That is sad. All games need I'm the Win level karaoke.
Oh, dude, we did it. 152.14 in-game time, 232.11 real-time attack. We did it, boys. Sub 2. Oh, man. Yeah. Nobody said it could be done, but we did it, guys. You and me, all the way, and Sailor Jerry picking up the rear. Or sometimes opening up the rear, depending on what type of party you're at.
That's gonna be a fun vibe.